Yemen's Iranian-backed Houthi rebels say that they shot down a U.S. drone and severely damaged a British-owned cargo ship in a missile attack early this morning. And this comes after a series of self-defense strikes by the U.S. military over the weekend on Houthi targets. Our Nora O'Donnell spoke with Vice Admiral Brad Cooper. He's a deputy commander of U.S. Central Command. And for 60 minutes, she asked him how effective the U.S. strikes have been.
Is the U.S. Navy, the Fifth Fleet, are the actions having an effect?
It's very clear that we are degrading their capability, and every single day they attempt to attack us, we're eliminating and disrupting them in ways that are meaningful and I do believe have an impact.
How long does this go on?
Well, I have a pretty clear end game in mind, and that is the restoration of the free flow of commerce and safe navigation in the southern Red Sea.
So CBS News national security correspondent David Martin's joining us now with the latest on this. This is really interesting. First off, let's start with what more we are learning about these latest series of attacks.
Well, in the case of the attack against the cargo vessel, the cargo vessel was damaged badly enough that the crew had to abandon ship. There are no reported injuries among the crew, but the voyage of that ship, the transit from the Persian Gulf through the Suez Canal to the Mediterranean, has obviously been disrupted. So the Houthis would count that as a success, and they would also count as a success the shooting down of a U.S. Reaper drone. It's won obviously a symbolic victory against the United States, but it also practically eliminates one of the systems the U.S. had been doing to look for drones and missiles that the Houthis were getting ready to fire into the Red Sea. You know, all this sort of sounds like just another day in what has become a very hazardous passage through the Red Sea, but these latest attacks come just days after the U.S. imposed financial sanctions on the Houthis in an attempt to dissuade them from continuing these attacks. But the Houthis have already said they consider these financial sanctions a badge of honor, and it clearly hasn't had any impact yet on additional attacks against shipping in the Red Sea.
And I can only imagine that it will have even more cargo companies reconsidering whether or not this route is worth taking, and of course that could lead to ripple effects just beyond the Middle East when it comes to the economy and all that sort of stuff. But I want to ask you about something else that I thought was quite fascinating. The U.S. military targeted a Houthi underwater drone over the weekend. As I understand it, this is the first time the military has observed the usage of these drones, but I would imagine they had some idea that Houthi rebels had the capability. Why is this significant?
Well, it's sort of a new threat. Up until now, the U.S. Navy, which is out there trying to defend all of this commercial shipping, had to worry about aerial drones, it had to worry about cruise missiles, it had to worry about ballistic missiles, and it had to worry about suicide boats, essentially speedboats packed with explosives. But now they have detected, and in this case eliminated, a submersible unmanned vehicle, which is essentially a torpedo, an underwater vehicle packed with explosives. You know, it's one thing to take on a threat that you can see and track on radar. I mean, it's another thing to take on a threat that is underneath the water. So it's just one more reason for commercial ships that are trying to make up their mind whether it's worth the risk of going through the Red Sea so they can use the Suez Canal or taking the long way around Africa to decide to stay away from the Red Sea despite the best efforts of the U.S. Navy to protect them.
Right. David Martin, thank you very much.
Sure thing.